This team has come all the way from Ecuador. They won the race at Road Atlanta, but they still trail the point leader, Larry Schumacher. Luis Romero is going to do the translation for us. Luis, would you ask Henry, please, if he feels that Lime Rock might give him a chance to close up in the championship?
Está preguntando si Lime Rock va a acercarte en puntos a Larry Schumacher.
Bueno, nuestro auto es uno de los favoritos para ganar Lime Rock. Así es que si lo logramos, nos vamos a acercar bastante en puntos a Larry.
Well, our car, he thinks our car is favorite here in Lime Rock. He had a very good advantage with this type of car. And we think that if we finish first this race, we're going to be very close to Larry.
Please give him our very best. And over now to Bart Kendall. Bart, this could very well be the place for Pete Halsmer. But I must say, Henry Taleb was absolutely right when he predicted that Lime Rock might be a course for him, because he starts from the pole by almost half a second. This is Imsa GT. In the next row, we have Matthew Cohen and Klaus Beitzek. We've seen the Beitzek brothers doing a lot of racing. They're from Canada, nearby, of course, and we wish them good luck today.
Then you get back to Tom Hessett and Reed Kreider. Neither of these guys had a time in qualifying and practice, so they have their work cut out to maintain pace with these fast cars.
Same thing for Jeff Perner and Edison Lurch.
So great for young Bill Oberlin there.
We are just one turn now from what should be the start. The field looks nicely grouped. Pace car pulling off. They are on the main straight with the flag about to come out. The green flag is waved, and it's a dead heat between Henry Taleb and Pete Halsmer as they fight their way down into turn one, and Pete Halsmer takes the lead. Henry Taleb drops to second, and the other BMW is Bill Oberlin in third.
And tell you what, Pete Halsmer needed to do that, because Taleb's time was pretty electrifying in qualifying, and for Pete to get in front, he needs to get in front and try and get away before Henry Taleb gets up to speed, because that Nissan 240 SX does seem to be pretty quick on board now with Bill Oberlin as they go along the no-name straight. This is the rising turn I was telling you about, steep uphill.
They take the chicane here. You have two choices. Well, the driver doesn't have a choice, but the course people do. And you can see they're all threading their way through that chicane.
And we had a quick look at the 99 car of Larry Schumacher. We spoke to him earlier. He is the points leader going into this race. And in fact, nobody... well, the only person that could really be a problem to him this afternoon is Henry Taleb. He could push Schumacher out of that win.
Took a quick look at Jack Lewis back there in his Porsche, that orange car. You see it right there, number 73, Jack Lewis. This long-distance specialist, wouldn't you say, David? He may have his work cut out for him here on this much more of a sprint format.
This is a sprint format, and this is a tough circuit, too. Whoa, there's Bill, long straight away. Henry Taleb thinking of going down the inside. I'm surprised at Halsmer leaving him so much room.
Whoa, and Halsmer in trouble too under heavy braking here over a little bit of a rough spot in the pavement.
That's not the Pete I've raced against. Never left me any room like that. I should have thought that Pete would have driven a little bit more defensively down that straight, because now that Taleb's got by, he's going to be very difficult to catch.
Well, as you pointed out, Taleb was significantly superior in qualifying, 0.7 of a second faster. This could be the beginning of a runaway with the two BMWs unable to do anything about Henry Taleb, who brought his car and himself all the way up from Ecuador. Henry Taleb moving into the lead here very early in this race.
And of course, in a really close fourth position there is Joe Cogbill in another Porsche 968.
Let's take another look at that move for the lead. There's Pete Halsmer in the green BMW, and Henry Taleb making a move with his Nissan up the inside. That's Bill Oberlin off on the right. I don't think Halsmer really meant that to happen much. Here it is, real action now. Halsmer has now rejoined the lead group. So you see Henry Taleb leading Pete Halsmer, Bill Oberlin, Cogbill, and Court Wagner, the man who drove in the Ferrari Spec Series here at Lime Rock, is a group of four, has detached themselves from the rest of the field. The action is very thick and fast here. We will be coming back to Lime Rock and resuming our coverage of this terrific battle. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Straight away, these GTS2 Exxon Supreme cars here going probably 145, 150 miles an hour into turn one, and then it's hard on the brakes, of course. Well, he laps 8th.
Sorry, that's 9th and 8th, my mistake. Henry Taleb just infinitely faster than anybody else on the track. He qualified 7/10 of a second faster than the second fastest car, which was Pete Halsmer. And Pete Halsmer, I mean, it's interesting to see a class like this, and you realize that in it is a man who has driven all the great races, including Indianapolis. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, Henry Taleb getting pretty loose there as he went up the uphill to get into the chicane, so he lost a little bit of time, but he certainly is putting a huge amount of daylight between himself and Pete Halsmer, who you were about to tell us what great races he had done.
Well, I would start and end, I think, with Indianapolis. Oh, Henry Taleb almost throwing the whole thing away on the downhill and letting by that battle.
You go off the road like this and you go, wow. He was very, very lucky.
Would you say that was a concentration mistake? I sure would. He came down a little bit wide. Boy, did he recover nicely.
And he was not under...
For 8th and 9th of Ulrich and Court. There goes Court Wagner now trying to use the opportunity of this confusion to get by Ulrich.
Now, before the last break, I was talking about the bottom of the hill there. Did you say what happened? Is the car okay?
Well, actually, he's not much of a talker, but we saw that he went out of the track a few minutes ago. Probably just, you know, a momentum, and he lose control of the car. Maybe the tires are, you know, running out. That's all. Maybe. I don't know.
Is that a concern of yours?
Henry, a long time to get by that battle for 8th and 9th. As you see a shot from the pits, we will be back with action on the track in just a moment. The Green Hills of northwestern Connecticut. A long trip for this man, Henry Taleb, all the way up from Ecuador. He is leading this race. He has a large lead of 16 seconds or more in his Mobil 1 Racing Nissan 240SX. He has dominated this race from the moment that he squeezed by the BMW Pete Halsmer many laps ago. We are near the end of this hour-long race. We have no further commercials between here and the checkered flag. And David Hobbs, if Henry has run the tires off this car, this is when we're going to find out, because this is the moment for Halsmer, who you see pushing hard there in the green car.
The leader goes through the chicane, gives you an idea. He's a long way in front of Pete Halsmer.
Henry Taleb on the upper part of the track. Bart Kendall in the pits. Bart?
Yeah, you, Sam, you and David, you international guys probably should know this, but maybe I was the one that found it out first. The paint scheme on Henry's car of yellow, blue, and red, you know what that means? That resembles the Ecuadorian flag. Did you guys know that?
And we see the Ecuadorian flag. Luis has it here. We, of course we knew that. Geez, we just failed to mention it.
We just didn't mention it, Bart, obviously. Whoa, there's somebody put a wheel in the dirt as our leader comes through. That's just the one thing you don't want. The final lap, the white flag is out.
Henry Taleb made a mistake early. He went off the downhill at very, very high speed. That was the closest that he came to having any serious trouble in this race. And it could have cost him, David, bad. But he survived that.
He was extremely lucky because he could have gone off and slapped that guardrail. Or he could have punctured a tire, which of course is what very often happens when you run through. And there are those colors, as Bart Kendall so aptly pointed out. Bart Kendall, of course, brother to Tommy Kendall, the famous SCCA Trans Am driver, as Taleb takes the checkered flag and wins the GTS Exxon GTS 2 division here at the Dodge Dealers Lime Rock weekend. A wonderful weekend of racing.
Henry Taleb sees both the Ecuadorian flag and the checkered flag in his range of vision. A very happy young man. And now Pete Halsmer. A day of frustration for the BMW team, wouldn't you say, David? Because really, Pete Halsmer did a beautiful job, but he wound up a lap down and basically uncompetitive, to be honest.
Well, the BMWs are going to have to find more speed. There's absolutely no doubt about that, because they were outclassed by that Nissan 240CX, and they're absolutely going to have to find more speed.
When we come back, we hope to have a word with Henry and a couple of the other guys who did so well in this race. Stick with us. Henry Taleb has won here at Lime Rock in the GTS2 weekend of racing at Lime Rock. Bart Kendall is in victory lane with Henry Taleb. Henry does not speak a great deal of English, but Bart, maybe you can get a feel from Luis down there.
Yeah, you're looking at Henry taking a nice cool drink of water. Luis, could you ask Henry real briefly, looked like it was a pretty easy race, but he had a moment there coming down where he did go off the track, and did that give him any worries?
Cuando te saliste de la pista, que pareció una carrera fácil relativamente, pero ¿qué te pasó cuando te saliste de la pista en ese momento en la curva?
Me hizo un extraño el auto, no sé qué pasó, se chorreó hasta afuera, así que lo dejé que se deslice hasta afuera para volver a entrar sin maltratar las llantas.
He thinks that maybe something on the track because he loses kind of control of the car, you know, for a moment, and that's why he lost the control and went over the track.
Other than that, it was a good run. One language he does understand is how to go fast. Back to you guys.
Well, thanks very much, Bart. There is Henry taking the checkered flag, the Ecuadorian flag. It has been a great pleasure watching this and the other races. For David Hobbs and Bart Kendall, I'm Sam Posey saying thanks for being with us.